I did not have much time this week to make a long video, so let's give you a short commentary about what it means to be woke, to be progressive, to be on the right side of history. Have you seen or played Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League?
Good run, Brucey. Flying around Gotham, punching bad guys, cleaning up the streets, causing long-term mental and emotional damage to everyone you knew. It's our turn now.
First, let's talk about Sweet Baby Inc. This weirdly named company offers consultation services to video game studios. Their goal is making games more inclusive. Some of their latest projects include Spider-Man 2.
Maybe MJ was right. Why would the city need me when it has you?
God of War Ragnarok and Alan Wake 2. They opened in 2018 and suddenly they are all over the gaming industry. Their clients include Xbox, EA, Valve, 2K, Ubisoft, Square Enix, Warner, Wizards of the Coast, and more. Sweet Baby's latest consultation is Kill the Justice League, a perfect game to understand what it means to be woke. I am using woke as an interchangeable term with the diversity, equity, and inclusion package.
Isn't Deadshot supposed to be white?
Representation.
Quick commentary. If you search Sweet Baby Inc. Kill the Justice League on Google, you go to the official page of the project, which is not even finished. It's just a placeholder. This tells a lot about the effort they put into their work.
Hey, just working hard so I can please you.
Let's hear the core values this company has regarding making video games, as stated by Sweet Baby CEO Kim Belair.
Step on me next.
And so overall, I think we need to stop thinking that our core demographic and our core marketing demographic has to define the demographics of our creative content, and instead start assuming that players want new stories. They want to see something new, experience something new, and if we bring joy to a more broad audience, that's going to enlighten and bring joy to our core audience as well.
The idea is simple, which is to use representation to appeal to a wider audience, making more people happy. It could work in theory, but in practice, the story, the gameplay, the quality, and the studio's politics take backseat in favor of the ever-present meta-commentary.
Does it worry anyone else that the squad's weapons aren't legal in this country?
And this, adding the progressive meta-commentary into video games, is what this consultation studio does for a living.
In my home, father would never.
I'm your daddy now, Shark.
Sweet Baby Inc. makes sure that studios get the sweet ESG money by staying in line with the diversity, equity, and inclusion rulebooks. If you don't know what this is, I added some links on the description where I've explained it before, but in essence, it's this. ESG means environmental and social governance. It's a system of points awarded by third-party companies that evaluate how progressive a company is. The more points they have, the more chances they get of getting investment funds and business opportunities. This is massively important in today's Western corporate world, as the biggest multinational investment funds in the planet are currently enforcing the ESG rules, but in favor of this means enjoying a long chain of benefits, from publicity to contracts and money. Let's segue with a nice title. This game is progressive. Rocksteady's latest game continues the studio's Arkham Knight game trilogy, one of the best superhero game series ever. This time, though, the story continues with a ragtag group of villains, led by Harley Quinn, saving the day from a multiversal goop. It turns out that Brainiac brainwashes the Justice League's heroes to conquer Earth, so the Suicide Squad has to kill them. I'll spoil the game from here on out, but the game was already spoiled. Batman dies in a cinematic cut. Harley Quinn shoots him in the face and saviors the moment. Superman dies in a cinematic cut after taking multiple shots. The villains celebrate and crack some jokes around his body. The Flash dies in a battle after shooting at him. Captain Boomerang takes a pee on his body, and the rest of the gang cracks some jokes about his
Wiener?
Show a little class, man. Holy shit. Congratulations.
They defeat Green Lantern in a battle after shooting at him. Deadshot trash talks him while he's down and shoots him in the face. This is all understandable, let's say. These are assholes trying to defeat an even bigger threat. They enjoy the killing, the blood, the battle, the chaos, and the mundane. But that doesn't apply when it comes to Wonder Woman. Because when it's her turn to die, oh my god, it's so sad. She's agonizing on the floor after a brainwashed Superman attacked her. All of the team is in shock. They can't believe it. Oh my god, this is horrible. Harley Quinn is hearing her last words. Go.
I feel
girl. She puts her trust in Harley's team while the psycho criminals are pleading Harley to take her to the medics, please.
Help me carry her in. We got medics.
But it's too little, too late. They can't save her, so they watch her die with respect, silence, and disarray.
You went out like you lived, doll. Looking sharp. And never listening to us.
Do you know why? Because woman, that's the only reason. And it is the definition of being woke, which is to value each person depending on their gender and probably race and sexuality as well. The in-game reasons as to why the Suicide Squad respects Diana don't matter, and the message is this clear and this repetitive across modern media. It's a pattern Sweet Baby Inc. is incorporating into their work. Not to mention the pattern of uglifying women in video games, unless women is because woman. Case to show. In the game's codex you can read information Lex Luthor wrote about the Justice League heroes. He hates or disrespects most of them, but when it comes to Wonder Woman he has nothing but praise. Let me read it for you.
I am prone to wild imaginings. As a man of science, speculation is how my brain finds leisure in the closest thing it knows to play. But there is little amusement to be found in imagining how improved Earth would be if instead of forcing the Amazons into hiding with our cruelty and avarice, we had instead looked to them as a model, replicable if only we could set aside our basic instincts. They've solved so many of our society's ills: broken democracy, lagging technology, toxic masculinity. And thus they flourish through higher learning, mutual aid, and governance without cruelty. They are a golden society who deserve to be as secret as they are. Enter Wonder Woman, so named, I assume, because one wonders why a woman of her caliber and ancestry would leave paradise to play in the mud with us.
Lex Luthor idolized Wonder Woman and the Amazons and despised all other heroes because woman. Wonder Woman was the one to fight the evil Justice League until the end, and the one to help this squad intermission. She's a newcomer in the saga, but because woman. Remember Batman? This is DC's most iconic character, and the one that originated this particular saga as well as Rocksteady's reputation. Brainiac brainwashed him though, which means that the studio did not choose Batman as the one to fight back, because not woman. Batman needed to die so Harley Quinn could get revenge for the Joker. Harley's desires are more important than what the fans and the story would have preferred, because woman. Ironic, as Harley Quinn is an original character from Batman the Animated Series. Her first appearance is 1992. One last thing. The Flash saves the squad a couple of times in the game before he becomes evil, but the squad still desecrates his dead body, because man. Now you understand, kids. Men are trash, women are amazing, and that's the very childish message every major company in the Western world is trying to sell right now. It's the same pattern I've been discussing since Rings of Power and last discussed on Marvel's Echo, where men are trash and women are amazing. Oh, one last thing. Sweet Baby Inc. is from Canada, which explains a lot.
Is the love that's going to change the future of mankind. So we'd like you to look
we like to say people kind, not necessarily mankind, because it's more inclusive.
There we go, exactly.
This is why the game is full of comments a left-leaning government would say, even if it doesn't make sense.
Does it worry anyone else that the squad's weapons aren't legal in this country?
Or why the game is full of rainbow flag jokes.
Step on me next.
Haha, you get it? And also a sprinkle of PDO jokes.
Wasn't expecting you to come in fun size.
Stop it. Get some help.
So congratulations Rocksteady, your little team killed the Justice League for your own amusement and woke points, but you killed yourself in the process. With that I'm saying it's not Sweet Baby's fault entirely. These downgrades happen after years of employing people based on DEI, diversity, equity and inclusion rather than what they could bring to the table in terms of technical and creative abilities. I even checked the credits of the new game. Out of the 7 main writers and directors, only one of them, Sefton Hill, had a major role in the previous, much better games. He was the director of 4 Arkham Knight games and the main writer for the Suicide Squad title. The rest of the team is filling up an empty carcass with empty ideas. I'm out. You can now go ahead and hit the dislike button because I'm not subscribed to the new religion, as I value people based on what they do, what they think, and what they have accomplished in relation to the circumstances they have faced, because I don't see life based on my skin color or gender.
As a woman of color,
Or subscribe and like because my masculine voice does not automatically mean I'm toxic or a man. Keep the comment section
Civilized.
So we treat our white male audience as babies. We feed them the same thing that they love over and over and over again. And when you do that to a baby, then what happens when you give them something different, right? They react like picky babies. And they've managed to be so socialized in that way to our catering to them that what do we end up with, right? The second that we deviate, we worry that we've created this nation of picky babies who refuse to play our games if we give them anything but what they want.